The journey of awakening as one of God's chosen, what to expect. Have you ever felt a quiet shift deep within your soul? An unshakable realization that you are meant for something greater? It might feel like a restlessness you can't explain, a call that keeps growing louder, even when you try to ignore it. If you've experienced this, take a moment to share in the comments. Your journey might remind someone else that they are not alone in this awakening. The path of awakening as one of God's chosen ones is not an ordinary journey. It is a spiritual transformation that brings you closer to your purpose, your identity, and your divine calling. Awakening is not something you choose. It is something that chooses you. It begins with a stirring in your spirit, a realization that there is more to life than what meets the eye. This journey will challenge you, refine you, and shape you into the person you were created to become. The first thing to expect on this journey is a sense of discomfort and confusion. When you begin to awaken, it can feel as though your world is shifting beneath your feet. The things that once brought you joy may start to feel empty. The relationships, habits, and routines you once clung to may no longer fit. This is because your soul is beginning to realign with your purpose, and anything that is not in alignment will start to fall away. At first, this discomfort can feel unsettling. You may question why you feel so different, why you can't seem to fit in with the people around you, or why your life feels like it's falling apart. But this is not a sign that something is wrong. It's a sign that something new is being born. God is calling you out of your old life and into the life He has prepared for you. He is stripping away the things that no longer serve you, so you can step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. If you are experiencing this discomfort right now, take heart. This is the beginning of your transformation. God is not tearing you apart. He is rebuilding you. Reflect on this. Have you ever felt like your life was shifting in ways you didn't understand? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience could reassure someone else who feels confused by their awakening. Another sign of awakening is a heightened sense of awareness and intuition. As you awaken, you begin to see life through a new lens. You notice things you once overlooked, the beauty of nature, the interconnectedness of life, and the divine signs that appear all around you. You may also find that your intuition becomes stronger. You begin to feel a deep knowing in your spirit, a sense that you are being guided, even when you don't understand where you're going. This intuition is a gift from God. It is His way of leading you, protecting you, and helping you make decisions that align with your purpose. Trust this inner voice, even when it goes against what others expect of you. It is often in the quiet whispers of your soul that you will hear God's clearest guidance. Have you ever felt an unexplainable sense of knowing, like you were being led in a certain direction? Perhaps you made a decision that didn't make sense at the time, but later you realized it was exactly what you needed. Reflect on this and share your experience in the comments. Trusting your intuition is a key part of the awakening process. The journey of awakening also brings a sense of isolation and loneliness. As you begin to grow spiritually, you may find that not everyone will understand or support your journey. Friends, family, and even longtime companions may question your choices or distance themselves from you. This can be painful, but it is an important part of the process. God is separating you from relationships that no longer align with who you are becoming. This season of isolation is not meant to harm you. It is meant to prepare you. When God removes people from your life, it is because He is making space for relationships that will nourish your soul and support your purpose. In this solitude, you will learn to rely on Him more deeply, to seek His guidance, and to build a foundation of faith that cannot be shaken. Reflect for a moment. Have you ever felt lonely or misunderstood on your spiritual journey? How did this season of isolation lead you closer to God or help you grow? Share your reflections in the comments. Your story may encourage someone who feels alone in their awakening. Lastly, one of the first blessings of awakening is a deep hunger for spiritual truth. As your soul begins to awaken, you will crave answers to life's deepest questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? This hunger is a sign that God is drawing you closer to Him. He is leading you on a path of discovery, revealing who He is, who you are, and what He has planned for your life. This desire for truth may lead you to scripture, prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection. You will begin to seek God's voice in everything you do, trusting that He will reveal the answers you need. This hunger is not something to fear, it is a gift. It is the beginning of a deeper relationship with God, one built on trust, love, and purpose. Have you ever felt like the old version of you was fading, as if you were shedding a skin that no longer fits? If so, you're experiencing one of the most profound parts of the awakening process, transformation. The awakening of God's chosen ones is not just about discovering who you are, it's about becoming who you are meant to be. Share in the comments, have you felt yourself transforming in ways you didn't expect? Your story could inspire someone on their own path. One of the clearest signs of transformation during awakening is the desire to let go of the past. As you awaken, you begin to realize that you cannot move forward while holding on to old wounds, regrets, and attachments. You may feel a sudden urge to release relationships that drain you, habits that hold you back, and fears that keep you small. This process is not easy. Letting go requires courage, but it is necessary for your growth. God is calling you to something higher, and the weight of your past cannot come with you. When you release what no longer serves you, you create space for healing, renewal, and alignment. You begin to see that your pain has purpose, that your struggles have shaped you, and that your past does not define your future. Reflect for a moment. Is there something from your past that you feel God is asking you to let go of? Perhaps it's a relationship, a regret, or a version of yourself that no longer feels authentic. Share your reflections in the comments. Your courage might encourage someone else to release what is holding them back. Another key part of awakening is heightened spiritual sensitivity. As your soul awakens, you begin to sense the presence of God more deeply. You may notice moments where you feel guided, protected, or reassured, even without understanding why. You become more aware of the signs, messages, and synchronicities that God places in your life. This sensitivity often extends to people and environments as well. You may find that you are no longer comfortable in spaces that once felt familiar. Negative energy, toxic conversations, or shallow interactions may drain you in ways they never did before. This is because your spirit is becoming more attuned to what aligns with your purpose and what does not. It's important to honor this sensitivity. God is guiding you to protect your peace, to set healthy boundaries, and to surround yourself with people and places that nourish your soul. Pay attention to these feelings. They are not random. They are divine nudges, reminding you of the path you are meant to walk. Have you noticed yourself becoming more sensitive to energy, people, or environments? Perhaps you feel drawn to places of peace or distant from those that drain you. Share your experience in the comments. These moments are signs of your spiritual awakening. Another profound shift during awakening is a desire for deeper purpose and service. As one of God's chosen ones, you are not here to live an ordinary life. You have been given a mission, a divine purpose that is unique to you. Awakening stirs this purpose within you, creating a longing to make a difference, to serve others, and to fulfill what God has called you to do. This desire may feel overwhelming at times, especially if you don't yet know what your purpose is. But trust that God will reveal it to you in time. For now, follow the small steps He places in front of you. Start where you are. Use what you have, and trust that He is guiding you. Your purpose is not something you need to chase. It will unfold as you continue to walk in faith. Reflect on this. Have you felt a growing desire to make an impact, to live a life of meaning, or to serve others in a deeper way? Perhaps you've already started taking steps toward your purpose. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your journey might inspire someone searching for their own calling. Another key aspect of awakening is learning to trust God fully. As you grow spiritually, you begin to realize that you are not in control, God is. This realization is both humbling and liberating. It allows you to release the need to have all the answers, to control every outcome, or to understand every step of the journey. Instead, you learn to trust God's plan, even when the path ahead is unclear. Trusting God doesn't mean life will be free of challenges. In fact, the awakening process often includes moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But through these challenges, your faith is strengthened. You begin to see that God is always with you, working behind the scenes to bring beauty out of every struggle. When you trust God, you let go of worry and fear. You begin to move through life with a sense of peace, knowing that He is guiding you, protecting you, and preparing you for what is to come. Your trust in Him becomes your foundation, giving you the strength to keep moving forward, no matter what life brings. Reflect for a moment. Have you experienced a time when trusting God led you to something beautiful, even when you didn't understand the process? Share your story in the comments. These moments of trust are powerful reminders that God is always in control. Have you ever looked back on your life and realized how far you've come? The struggles, moments of confusion, and even isolation were all part of a bigger plan, a plan that was shaping you into the person you are today. If this resonates, take a moment to share your reflection in the comments. Your story may inspire someone who is still in the midst of their awakening. One of the most powerful and rewarding parts of awakening is discovering your true identity in God. As you awaken, you begin to see yourself not through the lens of the world, but through the eyes of God. You realize that you are not defined by your mistakes, your struggles, or your past. You are defined by God's purpose for your life. You are His chosen one, called to a mission that only you can fulfill. This realization is life-changing. It gives you a sense of confidence and clarity that you may never have experienced before. You no longer feel the need to seek approval from others or to conform to what the world expects of you. Instead, you stand firm in your identity, knowing that you are loved, valued, and chosen by God. As you embrace this truth, you begin to see that everything you've been through, the pain, the growth, and the challenges, was preparing you for this moment. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. God has been shaping you, refining you, and guiding you toward the person He created you to be. Take a moment to reflect. Have you started to see yourself differently as you've walked this journey of awakening? How has understanding your identity in God transformed the way you live your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help someone embrace their own divine identity. Another beautiful result of awakening is the ability to see God's presence in everything. You begin to recognize that He is not just present in moments of joy and success, but also in the struggles, the silence, and the seasons of waiting. You start to see how He uses everything, even the pain, to work for your good. This awareness shifts your perspective. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is God teaching me through this?" You begin to trust that every experience has a purpose. The challenges you face are not obstacles. They are opportunities for growth, faith, and transformation. Seeing God's presence in everything also deepens your gratitude. You start to notice the small miracles that surround you every day. The sun rising, a kind word from a stranger, or a door opening at just the right moment. These moments remind you that God is always with you, guiding and supporting you on your journey. Have you ever experienced a moment where you saw God's hand in an unexpected way? Perhaps it was during a difficult time, or through a small blessing you almost overlooked. Share your experience in the comments. These stories are powerful reminders that God is always present. Another key aspect of awakening is realizing that your life is meant to inspire others. As one of God's chosen ones, your journey is not just about you, it's about the impact you will have on those around you. The lessons you've learned, the battles you've fought, and the victories you've achieved are meant to give hope to others who are still struggling. Your story has power. When you share your experiences, you remind others that they are not alone. You show them that it is possible to overcome, to heal, and to grow. Your life becomes a testimony of God's faithfulness, a light that guides others toward hope, healing, and purpose. Reflect on this. Has your journey ever inspired someone else? Perhaps your words, actions, or story gave someone the strength to keep going. Share your reflections in the comments. Your impact may be far greater than you realize. Finally, one of the most beautiful outcomes of awakening is living a life of purpose. As you embrace your identity, your gifts, and your calling, you begin to live with intention. You no longer feel lost or aimless. You know that every step you take is leading you closer to the purpose God has for you. Living a life of purpose doesn't mean you have all the answers or that everything will be easy. It means that you trust God's plan, even when you don't understand it. You wake up each day knowing that your life has meaning, that your struggles have shaped you, and that you are here for a reason. Your purpose is not something you need to chase. It's something you uncover as you walk in faith. Every challenge, every blessing, and every moment of clarity brings you closer to the life God has called you to live. As we close, take a moment to reflect. Do you feel as though you are stepping into your purpose? How has your awakening brought clarity, direction, or peace into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story could inspire someone who is still searching for their own purpose. The journey of awakening as one of God's chosen ones is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It is a journey of transformation, growth, and discovery. A journey that brings you closer to God and to the person you were created to be. Embrace the process. Trust the discomfort, the isolation, and the challenges, for they are all part of God's plan to prepare you for something extraordinary. You are not alone on this journey. God is walking with you every step of the way, guiding you, strengthening you, and leading you toward your purpose. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are here for a reason. Keep going, keep trusting, and keep shining your light because the world needs the gifts only you can bring.